From the value of VGS, you can find GM as GMO 1 minus VGS upon VP. GMO, you know, it is twice IDSS upon VP. So that will give you the value of GMO. You can substitute over here, and finally the value of GM, what you should get is 1.903 milliampere per volt. Now this GM we require in the AC analysis, so we are finding the value for GM. Now we need to draw the AC equivalent circuit. The question is to find the voltage gain, input impedance and output impedance. Till now we have not found yet of the three terms. So what we do, we do the AC equivalent circuit. What we do for drawing the AC equivalent circuit, we short circuit capacitors and remove DC sources. So looking at the circuit diagram, here you can say this capacitor will be shorted, so this resistance RS will now become redundant. So we not draw the resistance RS, and again this capacitor will be shorted. So how the circuit will look like? You have Zi, that is R1 parallel to R2. Then since the current flowing is 0 from the input side, you don't have any connection between the gate and the source. Then you have the dependent current source GM into VGS. Then since lambda is not given, we directly write the output resistance as RD, which is given as 2.2 kilo ohms. And we can say this is the output terminal, plus minus VO, and here you have plus minus VGS, here you have plus minus VI. Now how to identify the terminals? This is your gate, this is your source, and this is your drain, right? So the voltage between gate and source terminal you have VGS, drain and source you have GM into VGS. Now from this we can easily find Zi, which is nothing but the combination of R1 parallel to R2, that is 910 kilo ohms in parallel with 110 kilo ohms. That will give you Zi as 98.13 kilo ohms. Once you know Zi, you can find ZO also, that is the total resistance seen from this point, which is RD, which is nothing but 2.2 kilo ohms. Now the last point is to find voltage gain AV, which is nothing but when you apply KVL in this part, see GM VGS is flowing in this direction and we are applying KVL in this direction, so positive, negative. So you can say we are living with positive sign over here, so VO plus GM VGS into RD equals to 0. So we can say this is your current and resistance, that will give you voltage. So I can write therefore VO equals to minus GM VGS into RD. Now you know that voltage gain is nothing but output voltage upon input voltage. So if I express this VGS in terms of VI, I can easily find the voltage gain. Now in the input side, you can say this VGS and VI, the voltage between these 2 points is nothing but the voltage across Zi is nothing but the voltage VGS. Both are in parallel, so voltage at all these points is same. So I can say VI is nothing but VGS. So when you substitute this condition over here, you will have VO equals to minus GM VI into RD, or you can say therefore voltage gain is VO upon VI, which is minus GM into RD. So when you substitute the values, you will get voltage gain as around minus 4.18. Since it is voltage gain, you don't have any unit for it, and if mod of voltage gain is asked, you can say 4.18 is the mod. Since it is common source voltage gain, there is 180 degree phase shift, so you have a negative sign incorporated in the voltage gain equation. Thank you for watching in 5 minutes.